Topping the news, the latest efforts to bring down prices at the gas pump. Today, the president asked Congress to suspend the federal tax on regular gas and diesel fuel for the next 3 months. Currently, the tax is about 18.4 cents a gallon for regular gas. For diesel, the tax is roughly 24.4 cents a gallon. But the request faces a rough uphill battle among lawmakers heading into a major election. Governor Tony Evers signed an executive order to ban price gouging. His basis for taking the action is the supply disruptions that he says put Wisconsin's economy at risk, burdening the consumers and threatening tourism. Because of the executive order, gas stations and businesses are prohibited from selling regular gas or diesel fuel at unreasonable, excessive prices. The order will be in effect until December 1st. This is giving drivers time to exhale, but will it be enough soon enough? Local 5's Katie Amrine was taking the pulse at the pump today, and she joins us now live. Katie.
Hi, Michelle. I am in Green Bay right now, where many drivers are still upset over those high gas prices. So the thought of a federal gas tax holiday is music to their ears.
As gas prices continue to rise, some relief may be on the way. President Biden has asked Congress for a gas tax holiday, which would suspend the federal tax for 3 months. This would save people 18 cents per gallon. While that may not seem like much, it would mean a great deal to many Wisconsinites.
I think everybody would be kind of helped by it. You know, right now everybody's hurting a little bit. Unless you have a hybrid or something like that, it's expensive. You know, no getting around it.
It'd help us out greatly. We'd be able to go travel. We'd be able to do a lot more things, you know.
Governor Tony Evers is also trying to alleviate wallets by banning price gouging to prevent retailers from selling gas, quote, at unreasonably excessive prices. The people I spoke with say they have a reasonable price in mind.
Because it's gone so high now, you know, we used to complain about $2.50 a gallon, but even that is a big breath of fresh air.
We need to back down to like $2, you know, $2.35, you know. This is ridiculous. It keeps on going up and up. There's no break. There's no foreseeable break in the future either.
Both the people I spoke with also say it costs them about $90 to fill up their gas tank. So even the smallest amount off would relieve the burden on their wallets. Live in Green Bay, Katie Amrine, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Katie. Meantime, industry experts say while the tax holiday could offer some relief, it may ultimately end up making things worse. Patrick DeHaan with Gas Buddy says cutting prices can have an inverse effect and cause them to go up higher because demand goes up. That's why the president is also calling on the states to enact their own relief plans.
Generally, state tax holidays are more effective because states generally charge more than the 18.4 cent federal tax.
The Energy Secretary is meeting tomorrow with oil executives to make sure any savings from the gas tax holiday get passed on to consumers. Attempts by Governor Evers to overturn Wisconsin's abortion ban failed today. Republican lawmakers convened and immediately adjourned a special session without taking any action. It took those assigned to recording the proceedings a little bit by surprise. State Senate President Chris Kapenga gavelled in and out before they even had a chance to turn the microphone on. Governor Evers called the special session in anticipation that the U.S. Supreme Court could overturn Roe v. Wade, which makes abortion legal at the federal level. Outside that session, Planned Parenthood advocates staged a rally. They wore pink as a symbol of codifying reproductive rights for women. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin already chose to suspend abortion services after June 25th and refer patients out of state in anticipation of the reversal of Roe v. Wade. Green Bay police are trying to get the word out that if you drink and get on a motorized scooter or bike, it could be an OWI. The department posted on its Facebook page a reminder that scooters and bikes are considered motor vehicles because they are self-propelled. So anyone who is drunk and driving one of those is considered to be operating while intoxicated. No specific incident was mentioned in the post. Authorities say they just wanted the community to know. New at 6, another local business is calling it quits because of what they call the changing times. River Rail Restaurant and Banquet Hall in Shiocton says it closed its doors Monday for good because of low staffing levels. The owner tells us he just isn't able to get the same amount of young people to help as he did once before.
Some of the kitchen staff and some of the wait staff and myself we were just getting burnt out, and we were putting in way too many hours.
He still plans to honor many of the events that are already scheduled, and he does hope a new owner comes along and buys the business so it can continue. Now to a story about serving those who served. A U.S. Army veteran couple got a new roof free of charge. Local 5 News was in Appleton when Security Lubke Roofing began installing the new roof. The family was selected through the Owens Corning Roof Deployment Project, a nationwide effort to give back to veterans and make sure they know they're supported and appreciated.
Each year it is a blessing for us to be able to partner with these organizations to be able to bless a veteran in need. We were able to replace not only the roof, but there was some extenuating issues that occurred as well. We had some rotten decking on both the asphalt portion of their home and their flat roof as well.
Looks beautiful. Since the project started in 2016, more than 325 military members have received new rooftops for their homes. Still ahead, honoring those who help others learn to read. Literacy Green Bay is marking the achievements of many, and Local 5 News was on hand for this celebration. We'll show you more coming up.